so good to see each and every one of you. I hope all is well. So, welcome back to the channel today. Welcome back to the Dub Factor, doing business in life, basically, with Professor Wolaridge. I hope all is well. And today, we're going to talk about a topic to get us off on the fast track for the next upcoming school year and what many of you all struggle with, and that's called procrastination. You know what I'm talking about. You know, it's whether it's waiting until the last minute to study for an exam or putting off that big project. Procrastination can leave us feeling stressed and overwhelmed. But don't worry, I got you covered. I'm going to give you some tips in this video or on this vlog or podcast, however you're listening to it. I'm going to share some practical tips to help you conquer procrastination and stay on top of your college game. Again, being a college professor, I have seen this time and time again. This is the one issue, especially for college freshmen, that gets you in trouble. This is the one that causes the most heartache, the most pain, the most consternation. It's time management vis-a-vis procrastination. So first, let's talk about why we procrastinate. Why do we do it? You know, maybe the task feels overwhelming. It may feel too big. Maybe you don't know where to start. Here's one. You're distracted by your favorite Netflix show or your social media. I get it. Does that sound familiar? It's normal, but I got good news, guys. You can break the cycle with a few simple strategies. And this is what this podcast is going to be about. So this upcoming spring or fall, whenever you listen to this, or even summer, what I want you to do is break your task down. Let's break it down. Okay, let's chunk it. You know, one of the main reasons we procrastinate is because tasks seem overwhelming. You got this class, you got my class, you got the other class, you got life, you got work. But what's the solution? Break it down. You know, instead of telling yourself, I have to write a 10-page paper. I got to get Wolaridge's work done. I got to do this. I got to do that. Start with smaller steps like a brainstorm ideas or write the introduction down. The reason why I say this, guys, because I've also lived this when I was in grad school working on my MBA. I had to do research papers as well. I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm a school board member. What else? Professor. Have my own side business. I have a lot of stuff to do on top of being a student. So I get it. So when I was in my MBA, I had research papers as well. But what I decided to do was break it down into steps. First thing I did was my research. And then I got an outline done, Then I worked on my draft and I revised and I finalized it. And what I also learned was if I knew I had a Thursday deadline, I would back this all up starting that Sunday before. Tried to get the paper done 2 days before it was due, let it sit, let it rest, do the final draft, and then submit it for the final Sunday at 11:59. For those of you who've had my class, you know how I feel about Sundays at 11:59. But breaking it down in tasks, it helped the process seem way less intimidating. And it worked for me. Try it this upcoming school year. The next is you may want to set some timers. I posted a video a couple of weeks ago about how our brains work, that if we study hard for 30 minutes and then take a break for 5, study hard for 30 minutes, then take a break for 5. And I found out that's a game changer as well. So try this. Set your timer to study for 30 minutes and focus on that one task. No distractions. And when the timer goes off, take a 5-minute break. Then repeat this for 4 times. Take a break. Now, what I've also done for you, I've created some videos on my YouTube channel that you can listen to for 30 minutes while you're studying. It's kind of soft piano music, music to study by, some lo-fi stuff, so that when you can listen to the music, and once that one video is over, guys and gals, that's your break time. So the videos go about 29 to 30 minutes. I call them study vibes. They're named study vibes, and I created them just for you, where you can listen to them. You know, there may be some ocean sounds, there may be some soft piano music. Your generation has taught me about lo-fi. I enjoy lo-fi. I'm gonna do a few more. There's about 6 or 7 on YouTube now at Professor Dub, where you can subscribe to them and you can listen to them. So again, 30 minutes on, 5 minutes off. 30 minutes on, 5 minutes off. The next tip I have, number 3, if we were numbering these, I like this. It's called the 2-minute rule. I read this. I can't remember where I read it. And basically, if the task takes less than 2 minutes to complete, do it immediately. What does that mean? You know, reply to an email, looking for a document, or jotting down your homework. It's quick, and it keeps you from building. It keeps you building momentum for small tasks. So, guys, do the 2-minute rule. It's funny when I'm in the shower. You're not going to believe this. I'm not going to tell you, how I shower, but you get the point. I do this thing called do it now. And I'm getting my mind, do it now, do it now, do it now, do it now. I'm telling myself, do it now, 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 do it now. Guess what happens? When I see something, my mind goes, something small, I do it now. I do it now. I've learned to do that, guys. Do it now. If it takes less than 2 minutes, do it now. Read that email. Do it now. Post that video. Do it now. Call your professor. Do it now. You passing my office on the way to office hour. Do it now. Don't wait. That's what gets many of us in trouble. Here's the next one. And this is the one that's the big one. This joker right here. I have to talk to you about tip number 4 is minimizing distractions. We all know how tempting TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat can be. Do this. Try silencing your notifications to get your work done first, to block the distractions. I've had to do that even with my emails. Many times I can't believe I'll be working on a project and bing, then I want to go check the emails. Like Pavlov's dog. You probably remember that from your psychology classes. Bing, bing. And many times we are so distracted by these little things, ladies and gentlemen, that we're constantly right here. But if you're doing your homework or your study time, just remove the distraction. Now, this may be difficult for some. You may have to put it in another room. Get it away from you. Okay, 30 minutes on, 5 minutes off. 30 minutes on, 5 minutes off. 30 minutes on, 5 minutes off. Because if we can get this done without distractions, it takes care of our business. And I want you all successful. And for those of you who've had me in class or will have me in class, you know how I am about time management. I'm a business professor. Time management in business is everything. You don't have the opportunity to call a client back and say, I didn't get it done. Or when you're going to start working for your boss, your boss is going to tell you what, you can procrastinate on somebody else's time, on somebody else's job. You want your paycheck on time, do you not? What if your bosses were to procrastinate in giving you your money? Yeah. So guys, look, time management is the key success principle. It's a success principle in life. It's how you manage your time. So, and once we get through the procrastination, I know that thing you don't want to do, you wait to get it done, but that's when you need to do it. Again, do it now. And finally, number 5, reward yourself when you finish the work. Motivate yourself with rewards. Tell yourself, if I finish this assignment, I'll watch an episode of my favorite show, one of them. Or once I finish studying, I'll grab a coffee with a friend or go out and go talk to somebody. You have to reward yourself. I get it. You must reward yourself. Because again, the other day, I had an assignment I had to get done. I had to get my Christmas lights done, as a matter of fact. And I promised myself once, and I've been procrastinating. I'll be honest with you, because, getting them up is easy. Getting them down is a headache. I said, once I get my Christmas lights down, I'm going to go watch the NBA game. Once I get my Christmas lights down, I'm going to enjoy coffee. I like coffee. Hint, hint for my students. Hint, hint for my students. So I decided to reward myself. And then once I get it done, I had the coffee. It worked, ladies and gentlemen. It worked. So try rewarding yourself. Reward yourself. Many of you students, especially your first year, time management is the thing that gets you. But I want to encourage you. This is a skill. This is something you can learn. And a lot of times it's just overcoming a bad habit. Just overcoming a bad habit. Overcoming procrastination, my friends, my students, takes practice. Just start small with one thing. Be consistent and then celebrate the progress. I know you can do this. And if you ever fall back into old habits, don't beat yourself up. Just hit the reset button and try again. I get it. I fall into old habits all the time. I am not perfect. I am not perfect. I still have to wrestle with delaying a project that I get done around my house. Here's one. Organizing, grading your assignments. I can procrastinate on those. But I know you have a deadline because you want the feedback. And that's what keeps me going. So thanks out for hanging out with me today with Professor Dub. I hope you found these tips helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this with your fellow procrastinators. I'm on YouTube. I'm on, what else am I on? Spotify. So please, let's conquer this procrastination together. Like I said, be sure to subscribe to the Dub Factor on Spotify and Keith, Professor Dub Wolaridge on YouTube. Please drop some comments, some hints below. Let's get our community going. And let me know how I can continue to help you with your time management strategy for staying productive. Yes, that's my dog in the backdrop. I'm not going to edit him out. I do these in my office. So I will see you in the next video. We're going to give you more tips throughout the year on how to do some college survival. So look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.